and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is RG3. This one brought in by Jefferson. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Throwing again on 2nd down. Griffin. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some room to work. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 34. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. On the delay, Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On third down, Griffin. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Griffin on first down. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Griffin. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover.
If y'all want me to...
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
He's got Michael Irvin complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rodgers again now. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Griffin. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Rod Woodson. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On first down, Griffin. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Griffin's throw pulled in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Justin Jefferson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jags have got it back to within a score. Doug Peterson says, let's go for two here. Griffin will try and throw. And he will get into the end zone, and the two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To throw is Rodgers. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Rodgers. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits 0. They're not going to get another play. Back now here on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Rodgers. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And he's going to be out of bounds, ending a great return that gets him all the way to the 30.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good to see. up there, understood down and distance, knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Cut 50, cut 50, cut 19, cut 19, cut 60.
Now Griffin steps away to his left.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Succop's kick is good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. This give is to McCoy. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
10th carry now for McCoy. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception. Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Griffin. Finding Kelsey.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Griffin. He's going deep for Brown. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Hawk 70, 79 Broncos. Panther 11,
Here's Griffin. Flush to his right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Griffin. That's complete right around the 8. And the Jags are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Griffin to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Throwing now is Griffin. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And they have got the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guy.
He's got a man complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win.
Shit wasn't over yet, huh, bro? Thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming out. GG's.
Another one in the books for us, partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staff